Adults. What's one opinion of yours that completely changed when you grew up? The older I get, the more I find myself saying, it's not that simple. That staying in and relaxing is enjoyable and not boring. I used to care a lot about what everyone thought of me. Sometimes I still do. But as I grew older, I realized nobody really thinks about you cause they're too busy thinking about themselves. As someone who has worked in a municipality, none of your elected or unelected leaders know shit about piss. When I was a kid, I thought what adults did was an example of what I should do. Later, I realized it was just as often an example of what not to do. There are absolutely things you do not want to know. That everything is my mom's fault and my dad could do no wrong. Now I realize my mom needs therapy and my dad needs a serious reality check. That parents are experts on parenting. No sire. We're all amateurs who just make up as we go along. That adults knew what they were doing and were in control of things. What a damn shock. I used to prefer soggy cereal as a kid. Now I eat it as fast as I can so it retains some crunch. That not every situation is black and white. When I was young, I thought I knew everything. Now that I'm relatively old, I realize I'm ignorant about 99% of life. It makes life interesting, though. That after I graduated college I'd be like my dad. Turns out I had more money in high school than I do now. Monica Lewinsky was treated horribly. While she played a role in the situation, she was treated like it was all her fault. That adults are smart. They are not. That being kind is more important than any natural gift. No situation is so bad that a person can't make it worse. It's tough. But being kind is always better. Salads are wonderful. What love is. People are more open-minded and treat male and female equally. Turns out despite all the modernness my Indian parents and relatives show, they still hold the same toxic mentality. Honestly, I used to see the good in people and try to make allowances for them. Now I feel like most people I meet are selfish assholes with room temperature IQs. Turns out, I love drinking alcohol. Way too much. Brussels sprouts are good shit when cooked by people who know what they're doing. Oh, and maybe people being homeless, poor, etc. isn't their own fault. I used to absolutely hate cauliflower. Now it's my favorite veggie, especially roasted. One job for life. Companies only care about year-on-year profits. It become more pointless to die for your country, the older you get. Adults are mature. Nope. Adults are just children just occupying an adult body. Kids on a leash is lazy parenting. Boy, am I now tempted to buy one for my son. I've become more left and green the older I've gotten. I like diversity more. I also like to be left alone more though. That most people cared about the best result or outcome, rather than being right. I have since rejected nihilism. I learned that there are some things you can't change. It is what it is. That money isn't really important. It is. Mom and Dad love me. I used to be very much right-wing. As I approach middle age like a missile, I'm finding myself more and more on the fiscal and social left of the political spectrum. I thought I was invincible and knew everything. The other day I hurt myself waking up, not getting out of bed. I woke up and stretched my toes out and now my ankle hurts and I'm not very smart. That everyone is equal. That shit is such a fucking lie. Or thinking that the world would get along someday. I was a hopeful child, I guess. Taxes. Now I understand why they are a necessary evil. That adults are smart. They are not, they are just giant kids. That being gay is wrong. I grew up Catholic and was taught it was a sin. When I grew up and actually met LGBTQ+ people, I realized how stupid and backwards I was. That I would exclusively shop at X clothing store forever. Going to bed early is actually pretty awesome. Wanting kids. That's a big nope right now. I thought adulthood was when you no longer joke around and have random fun. I now know I'll be a man-child forever. When I was young I thought only Republicans were bad. Now I know Democrats are bad too. Parents know best. Use of cannabis. When I was a kid, all illegal drugs were bad. Now I've formed my own opinion. My pick-me attitude. No one should be desperate for someone's attention who simply isn't gonna give it lol. Adulthood is better than being a kid. I like vegetables a lot more now. 71 here. That I know what I'm doing. I know now that I don't. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.